Hello everybody, my name is Vikas Sinha. I am going to tell you how to thicken this class A surface. For thickening the class A surface, we have to create a B surface and C surface. Basically, B surface will be downside of the A surface, and C surface will be join this B to C surface. So you have to before that you have to identify the class A surface. It means identify the class A surface means it should not be any holes inside the between the patches. You can see that this is one patch, one long patch. This is the one patch. This is the one patch. This is they have many patches here, right? So if there is a hole in between there, you cannot further proceed the process. So in that case, what you can do it, you go to the join surface and you just select all the surface and you click OK to join the surface, right? And you can do one thing, another thing, you go to the boundary and if you select this surface, you can see that outer line of the that it's green color coming, right? It means inside those lines there is not a hole. If hole will be there, it will be pop up, like again it will be green color will come inside those surface, between the surface here whatever the different locations are there, it will come. So now it is confirm that this class A surface is ready to manufacturable. This was the first point, and second point, you have to create the tooling axis. So how to create tooling axis? I'll tell you how to create a tooling axis. From For creating a tooling axis, you have to first of all you have to understand where will be the core and cavity. So how you will understand that core, where core will be out top of the this surface or bottom? You have to see the draft angle. Okay, see draft is positive draft is this word, this downside, right? This one, that blue surfaces. So it mold the core the core should become downwards, because when you will eject that part from the core, it will be easy to take it, right? If the core, if the this surface will be negative, so you can't take that part outside. It will get what to say, interface, and it will get damage of the class A surface. So like this, you have to understand where will the core and cavity. So in this case, my core will be downside and cavity will be upside. So this tooling axis, it will be along this way. You can see my cursor, right, where I am moving. So this will be the tooling axis. I'll tell you how to create the tooling axis also. Let me go to the snipping tool. Yeah, snipping tool. I'll tell you here how to create electric pen. Yeah, see, I have axis, right? You have to give axis system, right? If you don't have, you can give it, right? That's not a problem. So we can do one thing. This plane, you can see the plane YZ plane. Take the YZ plane and this component and take the intersection. After taking the intersection, you will get this red color line. You will get after getting the intersection. Okay, this is the your first intersection, and second one you will get that line XZ plane, which is this two one. So when you will intersect XZ plane and this component, you will get this intersection, right? And then okay, black, okay. So you take this line, it's not visible, right? Blue, okay. Yeah, okay. You take this line and this line, two line. Red color is okay. You take this line, a small line, and this line. Take the bisecting angle of these two lines. So you will get one line here, right? that will be the one line of the tooling axis. And another line you can, I'll tell you another line where it will come. I have to take another snaps. Another line you have to rotate like this. Hmm. Yeah, another line. You got one line right, and that I said in previous. One line will be this. While intersecting, you'll get bisecting line. And other thing you can do, you take that X and Z plane, and this component intersect it. You will get one this line. You will get like this. Okay. So now this line, this one line, and this from here to here, you make one dummy line, right? And this is line 2. I'll show you how to make this all those things in this CATIA. So now I'm saying you theoretical part, okay? How to do it. So now you take this two line and you take the tools line tool and get the bisecting line of this one line and line 2. So you will get one line in here somewhere it was here through the origin. Now you do one thing, you take this line and this line 3 and line 4. One line you will get one main tooling axis bisecting with that two line. This will be your main tooling axis, right? That big one. Okay, I think this theoretical part is clear. Okay, so I'll tell you how to do in that. Oh yeah, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, so now I'll tell you in CATIA how to draw a tooling axis. So what I did, you just create this surface, extract the surface by going to these options. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll not. I'll tell you just outline of this how I did it, but I'll tell you every point how to do those steps in next videos in detail. For right now, I am telling just you know just outline. So you take this exact this surface and you create the point in middle point. So I created a point here. Then how what I said, get take the intersection of this component and this plane, which is the YZ plane. So you'll get this line, right? Then yeah, then you take extract this line, small line. You extract the small line and this also. Here also you extract both the lines. Then how I said in that this pictures how to create tooling axis. Okay, so you take this line and get the bisecting line. How you'll get it? Go to the line option. See, there is an option here, bisecting line, right? Go to the bisecting, select this line, select this line 1, line 2, give the point here input, and you will get one normal line. You will get it. Then you will get, if you click the OK, you will get the line, right? Then go to the sketch 2. Sketch 2 means the same as I said that earlier. You take this XZ plane and this component, intersect it. You will get this profile of the line, and this line, this is a small line which I'm clicking right now. And what we get, one line we get earlier, right? Tooling axis, that line, this line 1, line 2, you get the again bisecting line. So you'll get one tooling axis. So I'll show my tooling axis where I have created. 1 second. So this is my tooling axis according to that process. Yeah, one trick is there, how to know that your tooling axis is correct. Yeah, you have to know that whether you are doing right or not. How you should know that tooling. Go to the tooling axis, click tooling axis normal. So after going normal, you have to see this side surfaces, this one, this surfaces, these all surfaces should be visible from the top. If it visible means it is a positive draft and you can manufacturable this component. Suppose if this side is not visible, it will go undercut a negative draft. So in that point of time, that part will be not be manufacturable and your tooling, so the tooling axis is wrong whatever you take it. So in that condition you can take a to avoid this avoid that problem, you can trial using trial later method. You can draw some other line also by showing that faces, and you can draw, and you can change the tooling direction, and you can see that whether you can visible those surfaces or not. Basically you have to show the surfaces. If those surfaces are visible means your tooling axis is correct. Okay, leave it this one. So we have made we have made the tooling axis. No, this is the tooling axis, and I'll tell you how to create B surface. So you have created the B surface. This is a part of component inside the car, of the interior car. So what is my motto? What is I want to create? I will tell you first of all what I'm going to do. Then only you can understand. So what I will do it, I will take this, I will ignore first of all fillets. Okay, these are my fillets, and I will ignore it. Then what remaining I have, this one I have this one pink color, and this blue color I have surface, and one this color green color surface I have. So while creating a B surface we need this surface downwards to thicken it, right? So we are thickening by 3 mm or 2.5, you can take it, whatever the requirement is there, you can ask to them. According to that thicken data, you have to move the surface downwards. So how you will move it? Go to the, you have to create the surface, extract the surface first of all. See, I have created extract and untrim those surface means you have to, it will get all, you will get the rectangle shape of that, this like the surface you will get. So extract the surface, untrim the surface, then offset by downside, offset it. See, I have offset it downwards, which is 2.3 mm. Okay, then extrapolate it. How to do extrapolate I will tell you in later, right? Now I'll tell you how to draw it. Patch we have created this three process, which I'm clicking here. For this surface we have extracted, then untrim, then offset it, then last process will be extrapolate. You have to do this process, right? Do it for every surfaces. And for the top surface I have created this one. Then we will go to the walls. We'll go to the walls. Then this one too. Then what I did, I will untrim this three surface, untrim, then offset, then extrapolate, right? So I will hide my surface here. Now I will show how to do it. I have untrimmed this surface. Now I will untrim this surface also. and this one also, remaining one surface. After untrimming, we will offset backwards. We have to thicken this that direction, right? So we have to take the surface along that direction, which is 3 mm. So I have taken this with the 3 mm backward direction. So do it for the remaining two surfaces. We got it right now. I'll hide another this surface to avoid the confusion. Okay, so we got this. I have done extract, I have done surface and trim, I have done offset also. Now remaining extra pull. So extra pull, how much you have to do extra pull? You have to cross this surface along. You have to come here up to this line. I will tell you. See, because why I'm telling this, because the thing is, after sometimes what happen, if some other surface is there, you can't trim it. If other surface is bisecting, so you can't, your trimming will be not be, not be acceptable. So you extrapolate this one, do it for the other surface also, and this one last surface also. Now basically you need this inside surface. Outside this one, this one you don't need it. So you have to untrim it for that one. Trimming, how we will do it. Trimming, I'll show you here. I will define my work object. Go to the trim part. Hmm. Select this one, and this one. See, I got it right. I got it. Trimming part. Hide this part. Offset to avoid the confusion. We got this inner surface. If you're not, if you have confusion what you are going to do or whether it's correct or not, please go to the surface, class A surface. See, this surface should be visible, right? So only it means that you are doing right. It should be gap between this surface and this 3 mm. See how I made it. You can see, right? So we are going. So it means that we are doing good or correct way. So okay, I'll delete my that trim surface. I have just already I have done that, so I'll delete it. This part and this one, the last part is remaining, which is the bottom surface, which is I named as Viz. So again same process, extract, untrim, then offset. It will come down by 3 mm, then extra pull. After doing extra pull, you have to untrim this surface. I'll tell you how to do that one also. As I said, we have untrimmed for the side wall, right? We have to do for this also, bottom surface also. So you trim it with this surface and this side wall. We'll get like this. You will get it. So we need this surface, right? Inside one. So you trim it, and you will get it. You will get it this surface like this. You will get it. This surface only we need. So you can see that top side also we have removed it, and bottom also we don't need that surface also. We need only this, like box type. Now do the OK. Now you can check it. We will hide this surface also. See, this is correct. Okay, now the main thing is remaining is fillet. Okay, we have to give the fillet. This one fillet we have to give here. See how to give the fillet. There are there are also some rules are there. How to give it? I'll tell you. You just measure it. How? What is the radius here? Go to this one. Oh, sorry. Okay. Radius is 14. Radius is 14, no? Okay. 14 plus 3. You have to give. We have given thickness of 3 mm, right? So you have the fillet will be 14 plus 3. So we'll give the fillet that one also. We'll go to the fillet option. Already I have did also it. So to you what I did. Okay. Yeah. This fillet I have made it by whatever it is. It was if suppose it is 10, then you have to give a 10 plus 3, like that you have to give for all those. And after giving the fillet you make sure that it is 3 mm thickness. Basically we need 3 mm, right? So you have to see that. Go to the picking point and go to the any geometry. Okay, any geometry to get the minimum radius. Select here 3.12. Okay, keep the measure, come this side, here 3.2. Okay, 3 mm. Okay, downside is okay. Mm, this 3, this is also okay, 3 mm. Okay, and you have to see this top surface also, 2.995. Okay, see, approx we are going for the 3 mm thickness, right? Only we are getting here 3.2 and 3.1, which is okay, we can go that much also. But you can also if you decrease this fillet by adding or reduce, we can get the 3 also. So you try to as much as possible to get close to the 3 mm thickness, right? So that will be the best fillet for fit for this component. So I'll remove it. I will hide this surface. I'll hide this measure. So we have got the B surface. This is my B surface which I'm clicking here. I'll make it in another color, which is okay. I will make it some other color to not in confuse. My B surface is in blue color. This is my B surface in blue color. You can see that blue color is my B surface, and this is my A surface. Okay. Now what is remaining is to create a C surface. C surface is what this you can see here, right? You can see what we'll do it. We will take this outer line of this class A surface and we will join with B surface, and we will trim this outer side of this portion, and we will keep inside the surface in trimming part I'm saying. So I'll tell you how to do it, that one also. Okay, well that portion we have did, final trim also we did it, C surface remaining. Okay, for C surface, okay, C surface, get the boundary first of all. You take the boundary here, go to the boundary option, click here, you will get full profile, outer profile of the class A surface, right? So you can see here the limit 1 and limit 2 is there in boundary definition. So what that does it mean? Limit 1, go to the select this point, and you select another point which is suppose I am selecting here. So it is limiting that we are taking this, you can take this portion or you can take other portion also. To take that large portion you have to reverse this direction, that, so we'll get that portion. So do one thing, you divide it, you cannot take fully, right? Because it, the shape of the curve is coming down, and you can't take it like this. You have to divide by two separate boundary, and then you create the C surface, then only it will be. Later on you can this boundary, and you should not take full boundary, right? Because what happens when you take the full boundary, when you will do the sweep this command, it will not work sometimes. So you better you separate the boundary. If it is a square shape or it is like in within the one plane, then you can take full boundary, no problem. But the thing is here, it is coming profile coming down and worse, so you have to take a different one. So you take a separate in two domains, which is one domain is for me this one, another domain I'll take this one black color. So you take in two domain, I will show you how I did. See, I took from here to here one domain, and second boundary from here to here second domain. And you see, after taking the boundary, you can see the point, right? Which is point is here, this is vertex. So you try to avoid this vertex. How you can do that? Vertex will be removed by the curve smooth. Go to the curve smooth, select the line. See here what does it tells the command in curvature 1 discontinuity is 0.505261. So like this, every vertex has connected with adjacent surface, or sorry, curve. So do one thing, you select the surface and you go to the curvature, show the preview. After getting the preview, see, you can, what they will remove the vertex and they will join that surface. If you click OK, now see, the vertex has been removed, and it is a smooth curve spline. Or so for the same also you have to do with the this line also.